The Silent Reflection. In a bustling village by the edge of a vast forest, there lived a woman named Tara. She was known throughout the community for her quick wit and vibrant energy. Tara was someone who loved life deeply, but when something upset her, her emotions would rise swiftly like a storm, often leaving a trail of harsh words behind her. Her temper was something she struggled with, despite her best efforts to be kind and compassionate. She realized that while her intentions were good, her reactions to frustration were often clouded by anger. One summer afternoon, while Tara was sitting in her small garden tending to the plants, a situation occurred that stirred her inner unrest. A neighbor, who often borrowed tools from Tara without returning them on time, had once again failed to return the rake she had lent him days before. The rake was a simple tool, but Tara felt a deep irritation rising within her. This was not the first time her neighbor had been careless, and Tara felt as though her kindness was being taken for granted. Feeling her frustration building, Tara decided to visit her neighbor. She marched over to his house, her heart pounding with anger and impatience. As she reached his doorstep, she saw him standing outside, chatting with a friend. The sight of him triggered the last spark of her irritation. Without thinking, she walked up to him and said, "You've taken my rake again, haven't you? I've asked you time and time again to return things when you borrow them. Why is it so difficult to be considerate?" Her words were sharp, her voice tense with irritation. Her neighbor looked surprised, and Tara could see him shift uncomfortably. But before he could respond, something unusual happened. Tara, instead of continuing her verbal attack, paused for a moment. In the stillness of that second, a small voice in her mind whispered, "What is your goal here, Tara? To vent your frustration, or to bring peace?" Tara took a deep breath, and for the first time in a long while, she decided to stay silent. Instead of continuing with her angry words, she stepped back slightly, giving herself space to reflect. Her neighbor, noticing her sudden quiet, remained silent as well, unsure of what to do next. The silence hung between them, and for Tara, it felt like a soft invitation to calm her storm. The warm afternoon breeze swept through the air, and the soft rustling of the trees nearby provided a gentle background to her thoughts. As she stood there, Tara began to reflect on the situation. She realized that her neighbor likely did not intend to be disrespectful. Perhaps he was simply forgetful, or perhaps he did not fully understand how his actions affected her. The anger she felt was rooted not in his behavior, but in her own expectations and sense of being wronged. In that moment, Tara felt the tension in her chest begin to ease. Her anger, which had seemed so powerful a moment ago, began to dissipate with the stillness. She recognized that the way forward was not through words fueled by frustration, but through understanding and compassion. After a few moments of silence, Tara spoke, her voice much softer than before. "I know you didn't mean to upset me," she said gently. "But I would appreciate it if you could return the rake when you're finished with it. It's a small thing, but it helps me keep things in order." Her neighbor, who had been silent and watching her closely, nodded sheepishly. "I'm sorry, Tara. I didn't realize it was bothering you. I'll return it tomorrow, I promise." Tara smiled, feeling a sense of calm wash over her. "Thank you," she said, and with that, she turned and walked away, her heart feeling lighter than it had moments before. As Tara made her way back home, she marveled at the power of silence and reflection. She realized that by choosing not to respond impulsively, she had been able to transform her initial anger into a moment of peace. By taking a step back, she had given herself the space to see the situation from a different perspective, and that had made all the difference. In the following days, Tara continued to practice this new approach. When situations arose that triggered her temper, she would pause, take a deep breath, and give herself a moment to reflect before reacting. More often than not, she found that silence helped her gain clarity and prevented unnecessary conflict. Her relationships with others deepened as she became more patient and understanding, and her inner peace grew stronger. One day, her neighbor came to her house, holding the rake in his hand, and with a humble smile, he returned it. "Thank you for your patience, Tara," he said. "I've been thinking about how I can be more mindful of my actions." Tara smiled in return, grateful for the lesson that silence and reflection had taught her. "Sometimes, the best way to respond is not through words, but through understanding," she said. "When we pause and reflect, we can see things more clearly." Her neighbor nodded thoughtfully, and from that day forward, he made a greater effort to be considerate of Tara's belongings, and their friendship grew stronger, built on mutual respect and understanding. Moral of the story: when faced with anger or frustration, sometimes the best response is not to react immediately, but to pause, reflect, and allow the situation to settle. Silence can be a powerful tool for gaining clarity and diffusing emotions. By choosing to reflect before responding, we create space for compassion, understanding, and peaceful resolution. In many cases, the heat of anger can be extinguished simply by stepping back and taking a moment to breathe, allowing our wisdom and kindness to guide our actions. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.